If we look at your setup there now with the 3-wood, certainly posture now much better. Okay, your back is a lot straighter. The only thing there with that 3-wood there, towards the end you weren't getting it, but your arms got a little bit stretchy for the golf ball. Ideally you want the arms to still hang down here as they would do if you had a 7-iron there, or a pitching wedge there, or a 3-wood there. You still want your arms to be hanging down. That's where they're going to get their most control. The most strength going to come from that. If I said hold a, I don't know, like you're swinging a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you wouldn't want to swing it out here somewhere. It's just going to get heavy, isn't it? And that reaching out is going to put tension in your shoulders there, which means your body's not going to work as effectively. So therefore, if you can't work as effectively, you try to sort of lunge it, and that then gives you that feeling, oh, I'm swinging it so much harder, but the ball's not going so far. When it was more effortless, that one shot with the 7-iron after the bag work, you said it went like 147. You said, well, I hardly hit it, okay? Because you didn't put a lot of energy into it in terms of your physical movement. It just had a lot of club head speed. And all the ball knows is how fast that club works, okay? If the body or the hands and everything works faster, the club gets left behind. That sort of example we said about the roundabout. I mean, your shoulders are rotating around there, your hands are rotating around there, and the golf club's rotating around there, okay? If the body rotates in that sort of act, I'm going to move now, sorry. If your body rotates, as you'll see on there, so your body rotating there, that left shoulder's probably moving from a spot here, clear that, it's moving from there, full shoulder turn, your shoulder's moving there, and you sway a little bit, which makes that gap a bit bigger, okay? If you didn't sway so much, it'd be even shorter gap, okay? Your hands have gone there, and the club's got to go, as that club gets longer, it needs more time to catch up. So that work with the impact bag, if you can get used to that club coming back to obviously the flat bag here now, coming back in. Now this wasn't too bad, this one, you came back into it, everything all impact now, you've got the hinge here still, your body's rotating and obviously pivoting, the hinge there in the hands and arms, you come back to impact now, everything now straightens up. So that's good. And that was one of the better 3-woods you hit now, okay? Ball went nice and straight, okay? If your hands move forward, and only move forward to probably about here somewhere, that's going to move that club open maybe 4 or 5 degrees, there's your shots that go off to the right. So as long as you know why a golf ball goes this way and not that way, you can at least then make some adjustments to stop it. The problem is when the ball goes this way for you, what you often do is lean back on your right side and then pull it to the left, or some version of, and if the ball has crept a bit further forward as you used to have it, you should top it, okay, because the ball's just nowhere near where you want to contact. If it's on a tee pay, yeah, you get away with it maybe. If it's flat on the ground or the tee's maybe a little bit lower than what you expected, you're going to be top. 70, 80, 90, 100 yards at best, okay? So in terms of the ball, but just to sort of remind you about that, we talked about the ball being sort of the same spot from your left heel, okay? There's your width of stance with your 3-wood, okay? There's your width of stance with 7-iron, 6-iron, 5-iron. I wouldn't worry about being so, it's going to move from club to club. Usually, okay, woods, things with head covers on them, is a width of stance you're going to have. Mid to short, long irons or whatever, shortish irons will be 1, and then you go into sort of the wedges and stuff, your width of stance will kind of be that wide. So that green line is effective almost in the middle of those 2 yellow arrows. And then if you were chipping, okay, you'd have the right foot probably here and the left foot there. The green line now is near to the back foot. So all that moves is that inside or the outside, this back foot moves in this way, depending on the club length you have. And I think that will almost automatically happen. It'd be very difficult to stand to a pitching wedge with a width of stance you'd have for a driver. Conversely, you wouldn't stand with a driver with your feet that close. It just wouldn't feel right. The sort of the angle, the gap there and that triangle will just look very, very strange. If you're really wide and the ball's really close, or vice versa, really narrow and very far away. So I think that's going to be something that will automatically happen. But if you can focus on that impact, okay. I mean, those impact bags are great tools. I mean, there's no commission at all on them, but I bought mine on eBay for like a £5 or a £10. I mean, you can literally pick them up and they're just good stress relievers at home and after a day's work. The thing is, you can do that. It doesn't need to be a big swing. The swing's not going to go above your head. So you can do it in your living room. You can watch me at golf on TV, just stand there, just beat the bag, put it up against the edge of a sofa, and just get used to that club hitting in the bag, and just get your wrist hinging, okay? And over time, what you'll then start feeling is how much looser you can be, and how much speed. And you'll hear a different sound of the bag when you get a real good into the bag. You go, oh god, that sounded really powerful. I haven't hit the ball hard. I've just gone. That kind of that. The example, I suppose, in some ways, if you think about tea towel, you get that sort of snap in. If you just went with your arm that way, the towel's making no noise. You know, when you flip the towel forward, you almost go and you stop. The towel again whips forward that way. Same with the golf club. You come down and you sort of whip your hands down and go stop, and then whip the hands through. Frisbee, yeah, exactly, yeah. You sort of back in and you go, yeah, exactly. And you wouldn't go. Yeah. That way throwing the frisbee. Yes, don't get me wrong. If you stood there and just did that, it would go less distance than if you did this and that. But obviously you're getting this pivot with the body. Everything as you release is going to extend to that kind of that flick, and wrists create a lot of power. Surprising how much speed you can create with just a wrist hinge. And actually get guys, okay, right, try if you can get to 100 yards with just basically doing your hand and arms and doing that with a 6 or a 7 iron, okay? It's surprising how close you can get to it. And if you're going to just blend a little bit of body turn with that and get that timing there, what we've got to try and avoid is that real good back and just stop and just stop completely, and then you flick it behind you, okay? Exactly. That just comes down to the timing, obviously, with the hands and the arms, okay? But yeah, certainly for me, though, Matt, posture progression's been fantastic. Really good move there. You can see the back's in a better position. I think it enables your body to move more effectively, which is great. Okay, it's getting that impact now with that body and the bag. Okay, just to get the sensation. I mean, as daft it may be, you can almost get an upside down club. So the frisbee kind of works for you, but almost like edge of a sofa sort of back here, and that kind of that movement there, just how this wrist actually works. So you just get more effective of coming into the golf ball and hitting the golf ball and straightening up. As you straighten up, okay, you then continue on through. We don't want to do this and just go and stop. Okay, make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good man, very good man. Okay,